Some say I don't try hard enough, but I'm not being lazy. I'm just brewing a plan to shock everyone. He'll strike back at that lady's rejection. Listen up, he actually came here hoping the director would clear the road for his self-made triathlon. He got some super assistance from his father-in-law and ended up on the competition stage, smashing the European record. Soon after, he received an invitation to a world-class triathlon, and the club gave him a luxurious sports outfit, and even covered his travel expenses. Talk about good. As you climb, the world surprises you, even as a despised street brat. But when things improved, fate threw a big scare. During a night training session, he got hit by a car, sending him flying to the hospital. It was a close call. Unfortunately, a careless nurse didn't check his medical history and injected him with 2 milliliters of painkillers. It was like getting straight to the point. This injection was like reopening the gates of hell for someone going through withdrawal, but luckily Owen noticed and pulled out the tube. However, that painful deadly signal returned at night, and Gore was in agony. Could he hold on this time? After what felt like forever, Gore neared his limit, blissfully seeing his daughter and finding instant calm. Fueled by his willpower and longing for his daughter, he endured the agonizing night. What a test of hormonal spikes. But after the downpour, he didn't get a sunny day. The doctor told him he had almost no hope of getting back on his feet, let alone compete. Gore immediately felt deflated. However, the well-weathered director came over to motivate him and even got him a passport. He told Gore the name of his daughter, and that simple name reignited his fighting spirit, as if saying keep it up. Then, amidst everyone's bewildered gazes, he began practicing walking, falling and getting up. Talk about strong faith. He kept practicing till his arms ached, turning the entire corridor into his path of struggle. Time passed bit by bit, and he grew stronger from awkward walking to moving more freely. After 270 days, Gore broke through his limits again and became the hot topic of conversation. Before the competition whistle, organizers doubled triathlon distances. Swimming 8 kilometers, biking 360 kilometers, and 84 kilometers of trail running. It felt like people were joking that this was speed of life and death. Everyone urged him to give up. Even the director said he was reborn and didn't need to prove anything. But Gore, like a kid chasing his dreams, insisted, I have to go, but you small people better not stand in my way. He resolved to participate in this suicidal challenge, but it was going to be tough. Yet with the support of friends, he finally gathered enough money to go to America. Talk about going over mountains and valleys. First audition. Don't worry, I can absolutely nail this competition without a doubt. I solemnly swear I absolutely won't drop the ball today, I promise. Fans, let's witness together today and see who can emerge victorious in this race. But this poor guy has a heart condition and sometimes coughs up blood, yet that doesn't hamper his enthusiasm for the race. Ultimately, with a little help from friends, Gore gathered all the funds to get to America. Talk about clouds parting and fog lifting. By February 1990, the highly anticipated Double Triathlon Championship opened with the sound of a starting gun. Athletes rushed into the sea one after another, and Gore, as brave as ever in training, quickly overtook his opponents to claim the top spot. But alas, he choked on water due to his after effects, and sank. Such a bummer. Fortunately, staff pulled him up just in time. After a few breaths, he jumped back to race. By the shore, he was 10 minutes behind the leader. What helplessness. Faced with the director's commands, Gore only cared about switching his gear and preparing to use his strengths to make up the distance. With cycling races coming, Gore's showcase began, overtaking opponents effortlessly. By the end of the cycling race, he found himself in the lead, even though he was anxiously pushing his body to the limits. When only 8 kilometers to the finish line remained, Gore's legs began to malfunction. He could only inch forward on sheer willpower, but the pain shot through his feet and nearly made him crash down. At that moment, the director rushed to his side, and seeing Gore's gruesome feat, he recoiled in shock. So the director hurriedly poured water on his feet, nearly waking Gore up with a splash. Nonetheless, he refused to give up and bit down on his teeth, asking the director for a little knife to cut his shoes. Talk about resilience. The director helped him stand, but he insisted on continuing alone as he ran forward, even as night fell. As exhaustion overtook him, the nightmare inside him resurfaced. He dreamt back to that familiar street, the crossroads of life, where a long-lost friend asked him why he never reached out anymore. His deceased lover begged him to stay forever, while all the despair closed in around him. Amidst the hindrance and disturbance of the demons within his mind, Gore struggled fiercely. He mustered all his strength to strike back at everything coming his way, instantly banishing the pain back to reality. Now the finish line was near, cheers and claps echoed. Gore adjusted and sprinted towards it. But he was utterly exhausted, only able to prop himself up with his hands and crawl forward bit by bit, determined to complete this heroic act.